How far would you go to protect your baby? It's day 13 of 31 Days of Horror, and we are watching the movie Inside. This is a French extremity film, which is also really graphic and disturbing. The genre of this is a psychological slasher thriller. The French definitely have a way of making overly gruesome movies. The story follows our lead Sarah, where we learn she was in a deadly car accident with her husband, and her unborn child. Feeling depressed and feeling alone, she pushes everyone close to her away. When one night she gets a knock on the door by a mysterious figure who apparently knows who she is. I really liked how they only showed a silhouette of who it was up until the big reveal. Once this figure finally gets into the house, that's when the movie really picks up. The one thing that's really interesting that they do in this is they show the baby inside of her reacting to what's going on the outside. This has a short runtime of only being 1 hour and 15 minutes. Once the first attack happens 30 minutes in the film, the movie slowly gets more and more intense and bloody. I heard that this movie was really bloody before watching it, but I didn't realize how intense it was going to be. If you don't like violence against pregnant women, then you're definitely going to want to skip this movie. While there is only 6 kills in this movie, and all of them are on different levels of intensity, some of them will catch you by surprise with how brutal they are. Our lead Sarah is pretty useless in this film, and it will get on your nerves at times. While I do understand that she's going through some traumatic stuff, not only in her life, but what's currently in front of her, she just tends to be in a state of shock like 90% of the time. So if you're hoping for a badass lead protagonist, this isn't the movie for you. What this film does do well is show the vulnerability of a pregnant woman in a shocking way. Another thing that might frustrate you is a lot of the people in this are pretty dumb and they make stupid decisions. Now this does play in the favor of the killer with giving us a lot more brutal kills though. There is a scene later in the film that is pretty confusing. One of the cops who I thought died earlier in the film comes back as almost like a zombie and starts attacking Sarah. This scene really confused me. Later when I looked up the scene to explain what was going on, apparently he got shot in the head by the riot gun, which is what made his eyes all damaged and fractured his brain, and this is why he's acting so crazy and erratic. Apparently having bone fragments in your brain makes you act like a mindless zombie. I didn't like, however, how he was only targeting Sarah's stomach for whatever reason. Like, that's the first thing he goes for, which was really weird. The ending was traumatic and sad and definitely not my favorite kind of ending. The twist ending didn't really catch me by too of a surprise, and I just thought her motives were a little bit weak. If you're looking for a brutal, dark film, then this is definitely for you. On a scare meter, this gets a 0 out of 10. On a blood meter, this gets an 8 out of 10. This is why I give Inside a 7.5 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.